Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, April 8th, and I'm going to talk about General Hospital. I feel like this is going to be super short, but I'll say that then it'll be 20 minutes long, but I really don't think I have that much to say. Not about today's episode. Hope you all had a good day, but let's get into it. We have Lois, we have Brooklyn and Chase, blah, 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 my secrets, my baby, can't forgive my mama, we need space. In walks Olivia with a surprise. Guess what the surprise was? Lois. Not a surprise. I'm just and I've said this before, so I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive, but you guys know, that's how I feel. I am disgusted by the way Brooklyn is treating Lois because she betrayed her by telling her grandmother her secret. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Lois did the right thing. Brooklyn needed help, so she went to her mom. Lois needed help, so she went to her mom. And somebody did point out that they think Brooklyn is more upset about the Martin stuff. And at the time, I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that maybe because she was doing all of that. But then when Brooklyn is fussing about this shit, she's not talking about Martin. She's talking about Gloria knowing. I'm sorry. Please know whoever commented that my tone just now, that's not at you. I love you. I hate Brooklyn and this story. Not just because of what of Brooklyn, but what it's done to Dante's character. Speaking of which, might as well get that shit over with. We have so Lulu comes to apologize to Cody for playing him. He should apologize for being stupid enough to not figure that shit out. Ugh. But Dante overheard. Yo, who the fuck is Dante now? Like, he was a good man. They've ruined his character for me. Because the way that he played Lulu today and gaslit her and was like, oh, this is all about you and your past and stuff you're trying to fix. And so what? I didn't tell you every little thing I ever did. You are married to this woman. You told her over and over and over and over and over again that she had no reason to think there was anything between him and Brooklyn. She was being paranoid. They were just friends from the old neighborhood. That's like, I would lose my mind. The story they're telling with Lulu, they should make her crazy about wanting to tell Dante he got a son. They should make her crazy about finding out her husband fucked Brooklyn. That's what they should do, because that would be righteous. Yo, if I was married to a man and I found out that if I was in that very situation, yo, I think I would see red. I cannot imagine what I would do. Again, I'm exaggerating. I'm a pacifist in real life, but like, shit would drive me crazy. I would want to hurt everybody. That's if they had Lulu coming at it from that perspective and like actually being angry instead of it being more about wanting to tell Dante the truth because he deserves it. Why? He didn't tell you the truth. All right, and let me go. I want to end with her. Then we have Olivia and Lois, all buddy. She's like, oh, we're more than just friends. We're family, blah, blah, blah. That's just because we know that Olivia's going to feel betrayed when she finds out because Gio is also her grandson. I just talked about that. Diane. Alexis is happy. Diane kind of pissed me off with, like, basically grilling Alexis about why she was so happy. Like, happy in opposed to what? Because she been sad? Because she been grieving because her daughter died? Let her have a fucking good day. But then they interviewed Marco. Diane had to leave. I don't even remember where Diane went. I might have it in my notes. I don't remember. But then Alexis's questions to Marco about what if you were defending a criminal, da-da-da-da-da. And then Marco's answer made me think that, like, he is duplicitous and he is working for Stilwell. I don't remember exactly what he said, but the way it was set up is like, oh, he might not be a bad guy, but he ain't a good guy. He like a Anna. Well, that's funny, but I can't tell y'all why it's funny. All right. Christina went to see Elizabeth. Not because she was feeling guilty. I think she wanted to make it seem like she was feeling guilty. I don't think Christina thinks that what she did was wrong. I don't think it's guilt. I think she feels bad, but I don't think it's guilt. Because for me, guilt is when you acknowledge that you did something wrong and you feel bad about it. I think Christina feel bad because Elizabeth was in a car and Rick was in a car and not Ava. Not about what she actually did. If it had been Ava, if Ava was sitting up in the hospital with a broken leg, you think Christina would have gone and brought Ava flowers? No, because she don't feel guilty. But Lucky came in. Then later, Lucky and not Elizabeth, and Christina are talking in the chapel again. And Lucky is fucking bipolar as fuck, just like Christina. Like I was making all these faces at the screen, like. And my daughter was like, "Yes, Mom, you're not crazy." They basically switched the dialogue. They switched roles. Yesterday, she's saying what he said, and he said what she said. I was like, "Thank you," and I didn't even have to say it because my daughter was just, she was reading my face. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like it was just, y'all, these writers. I try. I'm trying to hang in there, General Hospital. But I don't understand what you're doing. And when you do that shit from one day to the next. Like, Lucky, what did he even say? He was he thought Christina went to see Elizabeth because she was feeling guilty. And he didn't want her to tell Elizabeth the truth because that's not the burden to put on Elizabeth. How was that a burden? How is that a burden to know who almost killed you? Who almost took you away from your children? Speaking of which, has Jake checked on his mama yet? I'm just wondering. Aiden? Just curious. Ain't there another kid? Aiden? Jake? Cam. Oh, yeah, Cam. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh wait, no, that's not all I had. One more thing. Oh gosh, I probably did miss something. The only other thing I had was Ava and Rick, where I had forgot to mention that yesterday, but we all know that's what Ava was gonna do. I didn't know if she was gonna blackmail or try to get the money from Alexis or Sonny or both. She went for Alexis. My daughter had an issue with that. She said she felt like it's kind of bad, like messing with Alexis when she just lost her daughter. And I agree to a certain extent, but also like Ava being Ava, this is what Ava do. But also Ava has been enabling Christina for months, and Ava even told Alexis has been enabling Christina for months, and Ava told her, who's like, "Yo, you know she wrong. You know I didn't push her. You need to check her before somebody get hurt." Alexis should have listened. Like I get that she is grieving over her daughter. Y'all know I'm in that club. I have grieved over a child. But when you have more than one child, you have to compartmentalize a lot of bit. Not saying it's easy, but like Alexis has been acting like she only had one child, and that's Christina. And recently the story they told with the whole Saturday stuff was that Alexis has never been there for Molly. She's always just supported Christina. And that's not true. That's not true. But now it is true. Like there was a self-fulfilling prophecy. Is that the right phrase? I don't know. But I know it's annoying. Is that all I got? Yeah, that's all I got. Pardon me for yelling, but I didn't like any scene. I didn't smile at anything. I chuckled at quite a bit, but not in the way that they wanted me to. I was chuckling with anger and rage and like wonder at what the fuck I was watching. I'm sorry for the language, y'all. I know it's a lot. All right, but it's late. I'm tired as hell. Second day of job at work working today. So I made it again, but I am gonna do Beyond the Gates now and call it a night. Love you guys so much. I appreciate everyone for liking, watching, subscribing, commenting, all of the above, none of the above. I don't know. But thank you guys. Live long and prosper.